Welcome back, Taffers, to another episode here on Thief Gold. And this week we are hitting a mission called Undercover. Now, I think last week I said that this was really challenging, and it is one of my favorites. And we'll get into why it's one of my favorites. I'm gonna take back what I said about challenging. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know why I made it that way. But anyway, we gotta load it and then restart it. So here we go. And restart in 3, 2, 1.
Getting the Talisman of Air will be an interesting challenge, but I'll need it if I want to get the eye for Constantine. It's well hidden inside the city's Hammer Temple, so I'll have to do some scouting around. Problem is, the place is fully active day and night. Not even I could stay undetected for very long. Well, they say that the best place to hide a letter is on the mantelpiece. With that in mind, I'll be going in by the front door, dressed as a Hammerite novice. That should be perfect, since novices aren't allowed to speak while on the temple grounds. My contacts can get me a novice's pass to get me through the gate. Once inside, I'll be free to take my time, explore the place thoroughly, and find the Talisman, as long as I don't do anything violent or get caught somewhere I shouldn't be. Because as the new arrival, I'll be the first person they'll suspect if anything goes wrong.
Alright, so we're going to pose as a Hammerite to get in. And then we need to find the Talisman and get it. And we need to steal the Hammer's holy first hammer from their reliquary. I think that's how it's pronounced. Honestly, I have no clue. And we need 2,400 worth of valuables. Don't kill any of the Hammerites. Get back to the streets. Alright, so I'm going to take... where is it? Both of those. 2 gas arrows. I'll take 1 mine. And... some moss arrows. Potion, and you know what? Another healing potion, and just do the rest in water. I haven't used that much water. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we need to sneak inside. We are going to go for 100% knockout. And because we have to do a lot of running around in this place. So let's go up here.
Present thy credentials, novice.
We need to present him with the credentials. Don't smack him in the face with them. That's good enough.
Open the gate!
And you can always pause it and read those. You don't want to go too far in the entryway, in the doorway, to get behind him, because there is a guy right there. But we're pretty much going to have to go for 100% knockout rate, because we have to do so much running around in this place. And they hate my guts.
Novices are not permitted here, brother.
I know.
Best that...
I know. These poor guys are like broke. Also. They have nothing in here. See that? We're gonna go ahead and close this. I know that gold hammer looks tempting, but don't take it. We're gonna save right here. This could potentially go wrong.
The rules do not permit novices in the barracks, as thou should well know. Be off.
Yeah, see. We'll just try it again.
The rules do not permit novices in the barracks, as thou should well know. Be off.
The AI is a little more on their feet this time.
The rules do not permit novices in the barracks, as thou should well know. Ha!
Come on.
The rules do not permit novices in the barracks, as thou...
Okay. You cannot pause if you're gonna make that happen. You literally have to run from one to the next. But another guy's fixing to walk in here. And he'll spot those other two guys. We gotta catch him quickly. Like, it may have been too late. He may have already seen those two guys. Can't believe it took me 3 tries to do that. I've run this mission like 3 times before hitting the record button. Haven't had any trouble. Right. So when we come in here, you see the big stained glass stuff. You're gonna go to the right. And hear that. I think that's why I like this map so much. You need this little scroll that's by this stained glass picture of the hammer dude. It says, I am a wall builder. If it doesn't say I am a wall builder, you've got the wrong scroll. You're in the wrong place. But we have to have that scroll. Take this little passage outside.
Finally act against evil.
And this is the reliquary.
Meanest thou the action on de Wall's thugs?
Verily. Some have told me it was his own brethren who in sin didst turn him in.
Thieves betray their own. Now, as always...
We want that one. But not yet. I tell you, with T-Fix, this bell looks gorgeous. In the original, it looks terrible. Alright, we're not taking that yet either. In fact, we're not going to get any loot until we've taken care of everybody on this floor. Call this the ground floor, I guess? Top floor? Oh, since the last one went wrong, I figured this will go wrong too.
Time was, the sinners we take wouldst have no second chances. They were dispatched forthwith to
Again, you just gotta move fast. From one guy to the next. Again, there's a gold hammer on the altar. We're not getting it yet. If you take loot and you haven't taken care of everyone else, you're gonna get beaten to death with giant sledgehammers. Alright, this goes to the big stained glass room right there. Now, you hear this guy, and you'll hear walking. It's a glitch in the game. They are actually below you on the bottom floor. And obviously you don't want to push any of these buttons because that sets off the alarms. It makes everybody come looking for you. We need to go in here. Go ahead and unlock it, I guess. But we're not going to take anything from it yet. Like, hear that walking? That's downstairs. Alright, lots of reading material. At some point, it starts repeating. Oh, yeah, and I forgot about this. Places that have places that have red hammers above the doors, you are not permitted there. So here's the red stained glass, and I don't believe there's anything in here. Okay, we've taken care of everybody on the first floor. And I'm just staying out of this middle room for now. But we'll grab this. Now that we've knocked out everybody up here, we'll go this way. There's blue hammer guy. Just take this haul. We want this one, the first hammer. So there's an objective. We got the first hammer. That's terrifying, but it's below you. I'm not sure if they can hear you as well. So, you know, be on your toes. Alright, in this little room are several things. You get those 2 bottles. There's a key that unlocks this, and you can get it from the High Priest. Technically, you don't have to do any of it, but we're going to. Just so we can say we did. And I think that clears out this whole area. It does. Right, so we are going downstairs. Let's wait. When you go down the stairs, you're going to trigger a conversation between those 2 guys. You hear the person walking? We want them to be far away when we trigger the conversation.
Hast thought upon who is likely to succeed our master?
Surely not for many years.
Art thou blind?
Okay, see that has a red hammer? We're not supposed to be in there. So we gotta hurry, throw these guys in there, and then pretend like we were doing nothing at all. Wasn't me. I'm just walking around this little training area. Hi, bro. What's up, man? No. You and your friends can have a little slumber party. Alright. There's more guys out here. We gotta find them.
Some do say the Baron means to raise the tariffs again, even on greens and meat.
The wretched man serves only the merchants and his own greed.
His grandfather cared less for his pocketed gold and more for his soul's health, but no longer.
The builder's truth it is that men without belief do soften and fail as rotten wood.
Again, there is loot here. We're gonna wait until we are certain we've taken care of everybody on this floor. Don't go down those stairs yet. I don't think there's anybody out here. There's not. Okay. So, we gotta check the rest of the halls. There won't be anybody there. Or that way. There's nobody in these rooms except for this one. Alright, see that fancy hammer by the door? This is the high priest. What's up, bro? That's why you need the gas arrows. Okay, so I'm gonna start. Here's the training room. You know, and I'm just gonna start over here and go counterclockwise. Here's the stairs going up. I'm starting with the room where I knocked everybody out. Okay, nothing. Jeez. Key. There's nothing in this room but boxes of chocolate hammers. I always think there's water arrows in here for some reason. There's not. Yeah, there's nothing in here. In the kitchen, or in the dining room, there is. 1, 2, 3. We're just gonna make the loop. We're heading back towards the stairs that go up. Stairs that go up. That's helpful. Alright, in here. Look at that, his hand's still sparking. Come here, Sparky. I'm gonna put you behind this wall. Alright, in this room are several things. We need that. I always miss that box for some reason. In here, gold hammer. Bottle of wine. And then, see the fancy picture of the hammer and the hammer that looks just like it? You have to have that hammer. Grab that hammer. What else? Okay, I think that's it for the high priest room. I'll explain why you need some of this stuff in a little bit. Okay. So here's the training room. Here's the stairs. We made the big loop. We cleaned all this out. Let's go ahead and get things in place to get the talisman. So here we are at the kitchen. You can take a right. Don't go down the stairs. Take a left. You're going to go behind the kitchen. With that big symbol on the wall, right across from it. There's the talisman. Alright, so what you need is, for now, is this hammer. You just have to have it in your inventory. And if you do, when you step on this, here comes a bridge that connects over there. And it will stay there, so you don't have to worry about it going away or anything. Let's make the loop around. Okay, so here's the dining room. I'm going to go down these stairs. That's the way back to the talisman dining room. There's a few people down here. And I don't remember if we're supposed to be here or not. So, just be cautious. Don't go down there yet either.
Down and pin it.
Here's another priest. And just hit him with a gas arrow. That way he can't get all sparkly on you. Here's your friend. And while we're here, over here on this table, some change. Don't go that way yet, it's loud and there's still people close by. I think these have nothing. Okay, here's a red door. I think we've got a key for this. Right, this is the jackpot. Here's an old kitchen. Whoa. Alright, and so we need to go down into the catacombs. I'm literally just trying to find any stairs that go down there. There's a couple ways to get there. I don't remember where they are. They're just around here somewhere. Here's one. And there's a few guys down here. Overall, there's not that many guys in this map. It's a pretty small map. We're gonna plop him over here. Here you are, buddy. Stop that singing. No more Gregorian chants. Up here looks great. Right there. Alright, I think that's everybody down here in the catacombs. Now, there's loot here. There's 5 of these vases. 1, 2. And they're not all on the top. Some of them are beside. Like that one. 3, 4. Come on now. You're kidding me. It's not that way. There it is. 5. Okay, let's get out of here. And I'm just going to go this way because it's there. This will bring us up in the torture room, which is important, past our knocked out friends. And we want to go upstairs. Now, this is part you don't have to do. If you don't want to do this, just wait down there with our knocked out friends. But we're going to come up here, and we need to go back up to the first floor. I went the wrong way. Let's follow these red hallways around. To the reliquary, not in the chapel. Oh, back here in this closet. To get the talisman, you need to know this information right here. So what that says, and this is why I said you don't need to do it if you already know. There's 5 switches hidden throughout the compound, and you need to flip all 5 switches within about 5 minutes, and then the gate will open next to the talisman. So we're going to go back downstairs, all the way back down to the torture room. No, not the catacombs. Torture room. Anyone? Dealer? In fact, let's just start here. Right, so this is the little red door. Remember where all those piles of loot are? The broken wall. The busted kitchen. Right there on the wall is a switch. 1. Now we'll run to the torture room. Not it. Not it. This is it. Through here. And the rack, back behind the rack, is a switch. 2. Okay, so we need to go back upstairs. Can we do that here? Nope. What about here? Yes. Go upstairs. And we need to be on the other end of the building, I believe. Yep. So here's the stairs going up. We want to, here's the training room. We go to the right. This is the hardest one. I didn't even open these, but there's nothing there. See where the wall kind of sticks out? Underneath this little overhang is a switch. That's 3. Right there. See it? It's crazy. We're going to go all the way across. Oh, and I didn't pick up any of this stuff over here either. Man. Guys, I'm sorry. I've just totally let you down. Alright, so we're going to grab all this stuff too. That's fine. There's 5 of them, I think. 2, 3, 4. Notice the red hammer. 5. Right, in this one that has the red hammer, there's our switch. So that's our 4th switch. Our loot total, 2758. That's all the loot. That's 100% loot. That worked out. There's one more switch, and it is upstairs. I'm gonna run up here. Into the reliquary. Behind the sacred skull of Saint Yora. And that weird sound means that the gate is opened. Where the talisman is. So now we're gonna go back down here. The talisman is not on this end where the training room is. It's on the other end. So we need to go down the hallway. And then we can take a left here and go behind the dining room and the kitchen. See, there's the big symbol on the wall. Here's the bridge we made earlier. Notice the gate on the left is open. Alright, flip this switch. That opens the next gate. It also made the bridge disappear, which I never noticed that before. Now, this is magically protected. It's magically delicious. And you need the Wall Builder's Prayer, which I think this is it. It is. And I think on Thief the Dark Project, he actually says this out loud. But it doesn't matter. The magic's gone. We can get it. Our way out is gone. Did I get any rope arrows? I didn't. Alright, that's fine. We've already knocked everybody out, so we're just gonna head out this way. Well, nope, that goes to the catacombs. Go past all the jail cells. Here's the metal floor in the torture room. Somehow that alarm doesn't knock it, or it doesn't wake everybody up. Is there a way up here? Negative. Yes. We're going right out the front door. That way. This way. So I can see the training room in that back doorway, which is near the stairs. Straight ahead. Second star on the right. I was trying to think if I got the hammer off the altar. I did. Alright. We done. Minutes. Got all the loot while airborne. I don't remember being airborne at any point. Alright. Well, I'm not sure why I thought this was the hardest. Probably because I really played defense in the past, maybe, when I did this mission. This time, I just went on the offense. And that makes a huge difference. But you also run the risk of getting smashed with giant sledgehammers. What does this mean for Garrett? You know, I love at the beginnings you have these quotes and things that Garrett is not aware of, but you, the player, are, and so Garrett's in the dark. So as far as Garrett knows, he has all 4 talismans, which he needs to get the eye from the haunted cathedral. And so that is next, and to me that is the scariest mission, along with the most terrifying and disturbing cutscene, which will follow. And so all that will be next week. So thanks for joining me today. It's a short one. I like that. And I will catch you next time. Or so the police say.